Moving on now, Russia and Ukraine, they continue to strike and exchange heavy fire with long-range strikes escalating far beyond the front lines.
It was another deadly weekend for both the countries as the war claimed as many as 14 lives on both the sides on Sunday. According to officials, Ukrainian attacks on Russia killed at least 9, while Russian attacks on Ukraine left as many as 5 people dead.
Swarms of drones launched overnight by Ukraine struck Russia's Belgorod region, which borders Ukraine, and 4 people, including a 13-year-old girl, were killed in the attack.
In a separate drone strike, 2 people were killed in Russia's Saratov region, while 3 others died after a strike targeted a car in the Udmurtia region, more than 1,000 kilometers from the front lines.
Now, Ukrainian forces have intensified long-range strikes deep inside Russia, increasingly targeting economic and energy infrastructure in an effort to weaken Moscow's capacity to sustain its more than 4-year-long war. But despite the escalating attacks, Russia's military campaign appears largely undeterred.
In Ukraine, Russian strikes killed 2 people in the eastern region of Dnipropetrovsk and at least 1 person each in the southern regions of Zaporizhzhia and Kherson. Also, a separate strike destroyed a postal terminal in northern Kharkiv region that killed a postal worker.
Well, Russia has upped the ante in Ukraine. According to Ukrainian Air Force, Russia fired a record 376 missiles at Ukraine in July, which is double the total launch in June, with most targeted at Kyiv.
Moscow is apparently seeking to expose Kyiv's shortages of key defense systems as it struggles to make advances along the vast front line. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky has renewed his plea to Western nations to provide much-needed air defense systems to protect the country's cities and critical infrastructure from aerial attacks by Russia.
Ukraine is also facing a shortage of US-made interceptors for Patriots, which is the only defense system that can bring down certain advanced ballistic missiles.
Meanwhile, US-led talks to end the war have been effectively frozen since February, when the US and Israel launched joint strikes on Iran.
However, US Secretary of State Marco Rubio believes that Washington would, in the coming weeks, seek to restart negotiations.
Now, you're going to see some efforts over the next few weeks to see if we can't restart talks between the 2 sides and bring this war to an end. But we also understand that both sides have some pretty strong red lines, and until we can bring those red lines a little closer together, we're not going to be there yet. But we're ready to go, and the president's told his team, if you see an opportunity to be a force that brings about some momentum behind peace talks, let's do it.